T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Coach on Fire Radio.
I am the tiger, dancing through the fire. I am the champion, and you're gonna hear me roar.
So welcome everyone to Quantum Leap Your Future here on Coach on Fire and iHeartRadio. I am thrilled to have you join me, and I'm looking forward to spending the next 30 to 40 minutes or so here with you. And boy, do we have a great show in store for you today. And before we kick off, just in case you don't know me, my name is Anna Anderson, and I've been a trainer, speaker, and coach now for over 20 odd years. And I hate saying that, but that's the truth. And I have the privilege now of partnering with awesome, highly motivated entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, those who are ready to get out and make things happen, and those who are looking to uncover their next adventure, because I love adventure. Whether it's to write that next chapter of their book, or whether it's to launch or grow a business or just create a whole new lifestyle, been there, done that, and I love to help others to not relive the mistakes I've made. As you can probably tell, I love what I do, and I want to start off today by sending you a huge welcome to Quantum Leap Your Future, coming to you today all the way from Nanjing, China. At the moment, that's where I'm based, and I'm loving it. I love being in a new culture, new food, new people, all the time, new experiences. And while I'm here, I'm working with coaches, trainers, and consultants from all over the world. And I love helping them take their life and their business to another level. So, absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today. So let's jump straight into it, because I'm really excited. The theme of our show today is Be Styled for Life. How does that sound? Sounds awesome, doesn't it? Be Styled for Life. It's the creation of Moana Robinson, whose mission is to empower you to glow from the inside out. And I just love that. It's coming from the inside out. It's all about you. Life's Be Styled for Life is all about creating a life and a style that is perfect for you, the real, authentic you. And today, here on Quantum Leap Your Future, I am thrilled to welcome Moana Robinson all the way from Australia to our show here in China and put out all over the world. Moana, it's a pleasure to have you on Quantum Leap Your Future. How are you today?
Hi, Anna. I'm fantastic. Thank you. It's a beautiful day here in Brisbane, Queensland, and I'm really excited to be on the show today.
That's great. I love that we can do this no matter where we are in the world. So let's start off running. Let's start off by learning a little bit more about you. Give us that who you are in a nutshell and what has got you to where you are today, Moana.
Who I am in a nutshell? Well, I'm a lot of things. I'm a wife, a mum, a grandmother to 6 beautiful grandbabies. I have had a lot of life experience. I'm now doing what I absolutely love to do, which is to style people, mainly women, in a similar age group that I am. I like to say I style their life and style their wardrobe, and the two go absolutely hand in hand.
That's fantastic. So then give us a little bit of background. What's got you to where we are sitting, talking here today and having you have created Be Styled for Life?
The way I came across Be Styled for Life, it kind of evolved because I started off my working career as a legal secretary. That's what I was trained to do. So
it's a bit different.
It is very different. One of the positive attributes that I learned as a legal secretary, which I have carried through into my business, is the importance of confidentiality. So anything between a client and myself is kept confidential, and that was utmost important as a personal secretary to senior partners in law firms. I worked in the family law sector, estates, and a lot of other legal departments, and that really has benefited me in my business.
Definitely.
And after being a legal secretary, I did work for a fairly large firm in the city here that went into receivership, and I stayed with the senior partner working for him to sort of work through that. From that, the positive attribute that I got from that was a sense of tenacity and just sticking with it and helping him to get through the really tough time. The firm had been in his family for 125 years.
Wow.
So I've also had it said that I'm a very loyal employee. So I'm a very loyal person. I like to do the best that I can for my clients. And after being a legal secretary, my husband and I started our own company, a family business. And I worked part-time as doing temp work. And that allowed me to sort of spend time with my 2 young daughters at the time. Mm-hmm. And I've always worked. I've had about two years when I haven't worked. Apart from that, I've always done something at secretarial work and then helping my husband start his business as well as doing the temp work in the city. So life has been quite busy since then, and then before you know it, the girls have grown up in their 30s, and before you know it, I've got 6 grandchildren.
Well, so I can relate to the first part of that. Yeah, yes. My girls are the same age, 30, but no grandchildren. I've got to put it out there, kids. You know, I'm happy to keep it that way, yeah, for now.
It will happen.
I know it will happen. Yeah. No, just kind of putting off that inevitable. Like I have any say in the matter? Probably not. Yeah,
no, it's completely out of your control.
Yeah. And so that's cool. And I've got to kind of ask. I said you're based in Brisbane now, but where are you originally from? I've got to put it in there, Moana.
Yes. Of course, with a name like Moana, I'm from New Zealand.
Has to be. Yeah.
Yeah. My dad wrote a book about the Maori church movement, actually, Ratana.
Oh, wow. Yep.
My mum's English, and she was the one, she had an English friend called Moana, and she wanted to name me Moana, and my dad was very pleased with that name. So, and now I'm pleased with it now that I've got a movie named after me.
Definitely. And it's a beautiful name. So It has beautiful meaning. I love how you brought that meaning into your business. And so let me just ask you more about your business. Your bio states that you're a hypnotherapist, a personal stylist, and a life coach. So can you tell us a little bit more about this? Because that's kind of a mouthful just in itself.
I know. And sometimes they're quite separate businesses because they seem to be working quite separately, but they do overlap somewhat as well. I started off I'm a qualified beauty therapist as well. And then I evolved into doing the styling, and I realised that I wanted to be about more than just the outside image. I wanted to be focusing on how a person feels on the inside. I'm really intrigued by how people behave, how people feel, and I just really want to help people. And I know that there is a need out there for people to have a sounding board. It's a bit like when you go to the hairdresser or a nail technician, and they find that they are almost like a counsellor sometimes. Well, I didn't want to be a counsellor or a psychologist, but I wanted to be something positive, which is what the coaching does. So at least I've got that background now, or those qualifications, where I can incorporate that into my styling business so that it's more than just style.
Yeah. So just as a side, so what got you into hypnotherapy as on the side of personal styling?
The hypnotherapy was part of the life coaching diploma. I've done the advanced life coaching diploma, and I really loved hypnotherapy. So I guess I'm a bit greedy, and I'm just doing everything that I love to do. So I'm incorporating all those skills into what I do. So I have coaching clients and I have styling clients. And when the need arises, I can use hypnotherapy in the process of carrying out a coaching session.
Okay, so that's awesome. So it's kind of like one of the tools, one of the resources you can use in either area and make things work for people. So then what is one of your foundational concepts? Where do you go with people? If I'm coming to you for styling, where do you go with me, and how does it all work with you?
Okay, well, my main goal is for people to feel comfortable in their own skin. So I love that Dr. Seuss saying, it's truer than true, there's no one alive who's newer than you. That's really important, and I always think that that's the most important part of style, that the clients need to feel like themselves. They don't want to be dressed like a fashion model or the latest fashion. It just needs to be congruent and comfortable with their personality and their lifestyle. That's something that I'm really passionate about, because I know that people are not going to be comfortable if you tell them to dress in a certain way and it's not the way that they would like to dress.
And so how does, if I came to you for life coaching though, do you introduce personal styling to me? Does that become part of where I go with my life coaching program with you?
It could follow on. I don't sell the styling to you as a life coaching client, but that's where you're aware that I've got that ability as well.
Yeah, so that's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had styling clients talk to me and say, I want to come to you for some hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
I can't get rid of my phobia about birds.
Yeah, or break a habit or something. Yeah,
break a habit, or it's just some sort of behaviour that they want to break or change.
So when it comes to change, because that's what I'm all about, I'm really passionate about change and giving people the confidence to change and making those big moves to change. What has been one of the biggest learnings that your clients have had when it has come to making those changes, whether it's in their personal styling or their life or those habits they have?
Okay, I've got an online program which is attached to my website, and one of the things that carries all the way through the online program is I sort of abbreviate it to SAT, stop and think. Mm-hmm. So stop and think before you buy something that you don't need to buy. Stop and think before you eat something you don't need to eat. Stop and think before you behave in a certain way or react in a certain way. And one of the aha moments that I've had with a client recently is the whole projection is reflection. So when the client thinks that someone's thinking something or accusing them of something, or they're making a judgment about something, they need to stop and think about themselves, and are they actually reflecting onto that person, or projecting onto that person a reflection of what they're actually thinking.
And so with your experience in all these areas, why do you think many then, even with all the tools, do you find most of them will go on to be successful in conquering these things? Or do you find that maybe, like everything, life goes up and down, and 1 minute it's high and 1 minute it's low? What do you see? Is there a common reason why people may fall or give up or just, not carry this through? Have you seen that?
Yes, I have, and I've seen it in my own personal experience, and I'm really all about responsibility, and I love that saying, if it's going to be, it's up to me. So with my coaching clients and the styling clients too, you can show them the tools, you can help them with all the tips and give them the ideas, but really ultimately the bridge from and getting from where you are to where you want to be is responsibility.
And so are there any specific roadblocks you'd tell people to watch out for, like straight away, that, hey, these roadblocks are going to come up? Because from my experience, I've seen this. Are there any roadblocks that really stand out for you that seem to be recurring that you help people with?
Yes, I think it's actually a fear. I think the roadblock is fear. And I think that is why people go back to the same old behaviour that they've always had, because that's kind of like a comfort zone. It's interesting, I was talking about this to someone just the other day. It's, someone said, why do people want to stay down in that place that they're in? And it's just a sense of safety, even though it's not a pleasant place to be, that's what they know. So it is, we were talking about change. It's about going from there into the unknown.
Yeah, and that sense of safety, although it will expand in the long term, in the short term, goes into that sense of drama and everything else that comes with change, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And, like how long it takes to change a habit. So that's why the support of a coach or a mentor is really valuable, because you've got that support. You've just got that someone who's got your back. And even as a stylist, once someone's a client, I say to them, if you've got an event, if you want a hand with how to dress, or a second opinion, who's not, your best friend or your mum or your sister, someone completely neutral. And same thing with coaching, someone completely neutral. So I'm just that person who has got your back. That's
really cool. So then turning it back on you for a minute here.
Yeah.
coaching is awesome, mentoring is awesome. So who were your mentors, or who do you